Welcome back everybody, this is Urban Sprawl and I am standing in front of the semi-super smelter that I made in the last episode, and I tell you what, it is getting used well. It's been running for quite some time, cooking up different stuff. If you remember in our last episode, I said I needed lots of smooth stone. So we've been cooking up lots of stone and putting it back in the system and getting smooth stone. And I have mapped out the build. So I'm just going to check the furnaces and gather what it has been cooking, and then we might head over to the build site. So I need lots of smooth sandstone and smooth stone, and there's the stone that's come out of the system. I need to put that back into the system. I might just take these. So let's go over to the build site, and we have a really good view of the layout of the building from the roof of the town hall. So go over and land on the town hall and then we'll have a look. There we go. And there it is. Quite a long building. So it's 50 blocks long, 13 blocks wide at its narrowest. And there's lots of little rooms running down 2 corridors. Have we guessed what it is yet? It's a hospital. And it is going to have lots of beds in it. So there's going to be a real increase in villager numbers, which is always good. And the 2 rooms on either end are for admin and office work. And the different doctors have their office. And it's going to be 2-story. So it is going to start infringing on the view of the woolshed, but that's okay. That's what cities do. Let's go down and I'll show you the resources. Now, this chap's been hanging around because I've put a bed down so I can start working on it. And yes, you're going to my bed. No, that's my bed. Mate, it's my bed. There are plenty of beds around. Go and find your own bed. My bed. Oh! Where on earth did you come from? Okay, so there will be plenty of beds in the hospital, okay? I'm sure you've got a bed. Anyway, so we're going to have the road coming along here, and there'll be, I think I'll put some steps up here. Now, I wanted to keep this area green because gardens in a hospital help people get better. They help recovery time, having some lovely natural environments to sit amongst, taking in the lovely sun. Where is it? There's the sun. So lots of garden opportunities out the front here. So we're going to have step, a little path, another step, and here's the double door entrance. So we come through there, come through here into a bit of a foyer, and we've got the one wing with different rooms on the side, and here's the 2 office spaces in this wing, and then the same down this area. Got the different rooms off to the side with the 2 office spaces down the end. In the foyer, there's going to be a staircase just here going up to the 2nd story or the 1st story, depending on where you come from. And it's going to be a duplicate. There's going to be more rooms, and I'm not sure. I think one of the areas on the end I might make into a big lounge area for patients to sit and watch television in a bit more comfort. And maybe the other end, I might turn the other one into a kitchen. because it's very important to feed the patients. So this one upstairs might be a bit of a kitchen. We'll have some chefs in here cooking up a storm. So that's the plan. And as far as resources go, got a couple of chests here. There's the polished diorite. I did say it's going to have a white colour palette to match the town hall and the bank. So lots of polished diorite. And we've got the deep slate tile stairs for the roof, smooth stone for the floor, and smooth sandstone for the walls. So I've been collecting sandstone from over in the desert, and I think these ones are just overflow and some spare chests. So that's the main chests with the resources in it. And this is where it is. Mate, you're going to have to move when building starts. So there's the big hospital. Let's build a hospital. Finished. So here is the hospital, and it is a very big, simple building dedicated to healing all the villagers that have come across some ailment of some sort. A lovely big simple white building. And out front we have a lovely garden area with some seats so the villagers can rest in the sun and focus on getting better. And we've got some of those closed blossoms. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a tree on either side out the front to break up the white space or just leave it open. I haven't decided that yet. But we've got the two banners hanging on the front there showing everyone that this is the hospital. I haven't worked out how to do letters on banners yet, so we'll have to just suffice with the Red Cross. Let's have a look inside. As you can see, we already have a lot of villagers taking refuge in the hospital. So we come in, there's another Red Cross. We've got a little waiting area, a little desk area for a receptionist so you can come in and see her or him to find the patient that you're wanting to visit. They've got a little filing box at the back there with information. Oh, geez. Each room has got a single bed at the moment, and some of them have got carpet, some of them have got a little chair, but they are all very simple at the moment. I haven't counted how many residents we have, but there are quite a few wandering around. Down on the ends, as you remember, are some office rooms for admin and doctors to talk to patients and plan surgeries and things like that. And they're very similar in layout. We've got some pictures on the wall and some plants, a bit of greenery. And the other end is pretty much exactly the same. There we go. This one's got some filing cabinets. Here we go. And the last office. Oh! You've already got a doctor in here. So I love the way the villagers just roam around. So yes, lovely painting on the wall. I have almost used up all my end rods lighting this place up, but I reckon the end rods do... Oh, this one's got a block missing and a light. I'll have to fix that. So, whoops. It does give it a hospital feel, I reckon. My memory of hospitals is each little room has got a light above it. So if you hit the call button, the nurse can see which room is needing that assistance. Whether they still do that sort of system or not nowadays, I'm not too sure. And upstairs we have another little waiting room with some carpet, lots of seating for visitors, got lots of rooms, and down the end is the lounge. So we've got lots of chairs, desks for people to sit and draw or write letters. Got a chair by the window so they can just sit and stare outside. Got a lovely view. Look at that town hall. Got some plants up on shelves. Some lovely paintings decorating the walls. And a crafting bench in case people want to be making stuff. Yeah, so that's the lounge. And down the other end is the kitchen, which is already in use. You've heard the saying, too many cooks spoil the broth. Well, that's thrown out the window. So we've got 4 smokers, which means there's 4 butchers around the place. We've got some chopping boards, some herbs, lots of bench space for ingredients to be prepared. And over this side, we've got just some regular furnaces and more chopping boards And this I thought looked like one of those places where the food is served and it's kept warm, so like a heater above it. So that's where the food's prepared, and then the nurses come in with the trolley, take the food out. So that's the kitchen. We put a door on the kitchen so we didn't just have patients come wandering in, but it looks like we already have had. But that's okay. Now, so all these rooms are very similar, almost identical. Some have got chairs. I would like to put maybe a painting in each of the rooms, or a little shelf maybe here with a plant on it. But that's something I can add in time. Got some lovely paintings on the walls here. Another nice view out over the plains, which are now flat. And then there's the staircase down. So there's the hospital already in use. I have been thinking maybe putting a staircase here, or finding somewhere for another staircase that goes down, and having another area down underneath with all the operating theatres. So I might remove one of these bedrooms and put a staircase going down, because at the moment we've got office space and a kitchen and a lounge room, lots of beds for patients, but nowhere for them to be actually operated on. So that is something that I'll have to do eventually. So that's the hospital being finished and already in use. What I'd like to do now is do a little activity to send a shout out. So come with me, and we're going to head back to my house. Oh, do I have any iron on me? Yes, I do. Here we go. Got to keep those iron golems in tip-top shape to protect all the villagers. Here we are. Can I get a name tag? There we go. Now, let's find a villager. One who's in the village. There we go. There's a shout out to Seth, little fella who I know's been watching the series and enjoying it. So, there you go. Curse of binding. There you go. Hey, Seth. I'm thinking I might have to look into another source of power for the super smelter. Coal is running scarce, and I know you can cook logs to get coal, to get charcoal, but that takes time, and cutting down trees is very time consuming. So I might have to look into kelp, making a kelp farm of some sort and getting it turned into blocks to power the super smelter when I need it. So that might be something that I'll look at in the future. But apart from that, there's the hospital with the sun setting in the distance. I think I better go to bed before the oogly booglies start spawning. That's better. So there's the hospital in all its glory. We are getting some rather large buildings starting to pop up out this way. So I'm thinking this is going to be more of a central business hub in this area around the town hall, with housing more on the outskirts, which will be exciting. So I'm glad I flattened out that area beyond the hospital because we're going to need it, I think, for any more large buildings. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit the like button and subscribe. If you've got any ideas for builds that you'd like me to tackle or ideas for a kelp farm, please put them in the comments below. I'm going to go and check Seth, see if he's okay. Apart from that, I'll see you next time. Bye. Ah, there you are. Just making sure you're safe.